It's 6 a.m. While most of America is hitting snooze or doom scrolling, Mike's already in deep. No endless social feeds, no distractions, just laser focus on his toughest task, unlocking peak performance before his first cup of coffee is even cold. 1. The 90-minute focus block and ultradian rhythms. Mike's early morning advantage isn't about raw willpower. It's about understanding his brain. He operates on the principle of ultradian rhythms, natural energy cycles our brains follow, each lasting about 90 minutes. During these focused intervals, your mind is in its prime, capable of intense concentration, heightened creativity, and superior problem solving. It's a method leveraged for decades by top performers, from Silicon Valley engineers tackling complex code to Olympic athletes perfecting their technique. Mike simply embraces this biological truth. He grabs his phone, not for social media, but to set a 90-minute timer. During this block, he disappears from the digital world, dedicating absolute, uninterrupted focus to his most challenging task. Once the timer rings, he takes a deliberate 15-minute break before initiating another cycle. This isn't a hack, but an optimized workflow that avoids the burnout common when trying to power through 6 straight hours. By respecting his brain's natural rhythm, Mike often accomplishes more meaningful work in a few short hours than many do in a full, distracted workday. 2. The power of the walking break and default mode network. After completing his intense 90-minute focus block, Mike doesn't immediately reach for his phone to scroll through Instagram or TikTok. Instead, he slips on his sneakers and heads outside for a walk. In our hyper-connected culture, this might seem counterintuitive. A break from work often means diving into digital distractions, but Mike understands this quiet interlude is anything but wasted time. He intentionally avoids music or podcasts, letting the simple sounds of his footsteps and the ambient world create space for his thoughts. This isn't merely a physical break, it's a strategic activation of the default mode network, DMN, a critical brain system. When you're not actively engaged in a task, think those aha moments in the shower or during a quiet drive. Your brain shifts into DMN. This mode is a powerhouse for connecting disparate ideas, fostering creativity, and untangling complex problems. Moreover, a gentle walk significantly increases blood flow to the brain, lowers stress hormones like cortisol, and can even physically enhance the hippocampus, vital for memory. Mike's ritual, much like how Steve Jobs conducted his famous walking meetings, isn't just about movement. It's a deliberate mental reset, ensuring his mind stays sharp and avoids burnout. 3. Mindful eating for brain health. After a deliberate mental reset, Mike knows that all his morning's focus and clarity can easily be undone by a poor lunch choice. It's noon, and for many Americans, this might mean grabbing a greasy fast food burger, a sugar-laden soda, or a heavy, processed deli sandwich. Mike, however, understands that these choices aren't just about calories. They're about brain fuel. A meal high in refined sugars or unhealthy fats can plunge his afternoon into a mental fog, feeling like hitting a brick wall and making sustained focus nearly impossible. Instead, Mike's plate looks like it came straight from a brain health manual. Wild-caught salmon for vital omega-3s, a handful of blueberries for potent antioxidants, and perhaps some avocado or leafy greens. But more crucial than what times he eats is how times he eats it. No scrolling through TikTok, no checking emails, no distractions, just him, his food, and the conscious act of nourishing his nervous system. Mindless eating while staring at a screen not only messes with digestion, but also elevates stress hormones and disconnects your brain from the experience. For Mike, this isn't just lunch, it's another powerful brain reset, ensuring he stays sharp and energized for the rest of his day. 4. Digital fasting and dopamine control. Mike's strategic lunch ensures he remains sharp and energized, but as the afternoon truly begins, a potent, silent adversary often emerges: digital dopamine. Unlike most, who might immediately grab their phone to check emails or scroll through social media, Mike makes a seemingly radical choice. At around 3 p.m., he initiates what many Americans might consider unthinkable: a digital fast. He powers down his smartphone, mutes all notifications, and effectively disconnects from the online world. Why this extreme measure? Every ping, like, or new message delivers a microdose of dopamine, conditioning our brains for instant gratification rather than sustained focus. While many believe they can effectively juggle multitasking, endless scrolling, and deep work, this constant digital exposure erodes our capacity for quiet contemplation and prolonged effort. Mike understands this trap. By establishing these deliberate disconnection zones, free from external pings and artificial rewards. He allows his mind to shift into a different gear. In this silence, anxiety dissipates, replaced by profound focus, enhanced problem solving, and a sharper memory. It's like dimming the distracting noise of the digital world to finally hear your own thoughts clearly. 5. Cultivating curiosity through reading. After achieving that mental quietude, Mike taps into an even more potent cognitive activator: curiosity. Around 5 p.m., when most people might unwind with Netflix or endless social feeds, Mike chooses a different path. He picks up a book, but not one for work or self-improvement. Instead, he dives into anything that genuinely sparks his interest. Perhaps a historical account of the gold rush, a deep dive into space exploration, or even an article on how Pixar animates its films. This isn't just a hobby. It's a strategic brain hack. When genuine curiosity is ignited, your brain releases a focused burst of dopamine, similar to the reward of earning a bonus or enjoying a gourmet meal. But this dopamine times enhances focus rather than scattering it. This type of reading isn't about rote memorization. It's about stretching your mental muscles, making you absorb and connect seemingly disparate information more effectively. It's a daily workout for his mind, ensuring he remains intellectually agile and continually growing, because true mental decline often begins when we stop asking why. 6. The brain-boosting cold shower. And after intellectually stretching his mind, Mike embraces a jolt that might sound extreme, but it's a potent brain reset. The cold shower. Imagine stepping under a stream of icy water, not just for a quick rinse, but to intentionally shock your system. For Mike, this isn't some crazy dare. It's a deliberate act, often in the late afternoon, that blasts his brain awake. That sudden thermal shock triggers a flood of norepinephrine, a powerful neurotransmitter that supercharges his attention, elevates his mood, and delivers a sustained burst of energy. Think of it as hitting a mental refresh button, providing a focus similar to a prescribed stimulant, but entirely natural. Beyond the immediate chemical boost, enduring that icy plunge is a masterclass in emotional resilience. It teaches his brain to tolerate discomfort without spiraling, a skill invaluable in navigating everything from a challenging work meeting to an unexpected traffic jam on the I-5. Mike emerges not just physically invigorated, but mentally sharper, ready to tackle the evening with a calm resolve. It's uncomfortable, yes, like a brief, intense workout for his willpower, but the clarity and sustained energy it provides are unmatched, preparing his mind for optimal function through the rest of his waking hours. 7. Optimize sleep for problem solving and brain rebuilding. As evening settles in, around 10 p.m., Mike transitions from his invigorated state to a crucial phase: preparing for sleep. For him, this isn't just about resting. It's a strategic period for mental rebuilding and problem solving. Before he even dims the lights, he engages in a unique ritual. He opens his notebook, not to journal his feelings, but to meticulously articulate a single unresolved problem. Perhaps a tricky work challenge, a personal decision, or a creative block. He analyzes it, reframes it concisely, and then closes the book. This act isn't just mind-dumping, it's a powerful psychological technique. By offloading the problem onto paper, Mike's giving his subconscious a clear directive, activating what scientists call sleep processing and leveraging the Zeigarnik effect, which allows the prefrontal cortex to relax deeply. This mental preparation ensures he drifts into quality, deep sleep, where his brain actively clears metabolic toxins, solidifies memories from the day, and forges vital new neural connections. Mike views his 7 to 9 hours of sleep not as a luxury, but as the cornerstone of his daily performance, ensuring the focus, clarity, and memory he builds throughout the day aren't undone overnight. 8. Light evening movement for brain health. While deep sleep is critical for brain rebuilding, Mike strategically optimizes his evenings for it with restorative movement, not high-intensity workouts. Unlike many Americans hitting the gym for beast mode or personal bests after a long day, Mike embraces a gentler ritual. No heavy weights or grunting reps. His evenings involve gentle stretching, a calming yoga flow, or a relaxed bike ride. This subtle activity is a highly effective, yet often underestimated, strategy for profound brain benefits. This moderate physical engagement significantly elevates brain-derived neurotrophic factor (BDNF) levels. Think of it as premium fertilizer for your brain cells. BDNF actively promotes new neural connections, boosts neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to adapt, and sparks creativity. It's a way to relax the body while sharpening the mind. Mike understands that transformative physical effort for the brain doesn't always mean exhaustion. This ritual clears lingering mental fog, helps reduce stress hormones like cortisol, and provides a clarity no energy drink could replicate. He's not chasing a six-pack. He's cultivating consistent, cognitive peak performance. 9. The power of a daily vision reminder. The power of a daily vision reminder. While Mike optimizes his body and mind through movement, his morning routine holds another potent secret weapon, a daily vision reminder. Every day, before diving into emails or his first meeting, he glances at a single, powerful statement above his workspace. It's not a generic Carpe Diem poster or a detailed to-do list. It's his North Star, a concise articulation of his biggest long-term goal. Whether he's tackling mundane spreadsheets or crafting complex proposals, this phrase links every small action to a greater purpose. This is crucial because our brain's dopamine system, the engine of motivation and reward, craves context. Without a clear destination, it defaults to chasing fleeting digital hits from endless social media scrolls or quick notifications. But by consistently connecting daily grind to a compelling vision, Mike's brain actually begins to find enjoyment in the process, making motivation less of a struggle and more of an automatic drive. He's not just checking off boxes. He's building his legacy, one focused minute at a time. 10. The Feynman technique for enhanced learning. Building on the power of a clear vision, Mike then ensures that all the knowledge he's gained throughout his purposeful day truly sticks. Every night, before winding down, he engages in a deceptively simple ritual that revolutionizes his learning, the Feynman technique. He picks just one new concept he encountered that day, maybe a complex market trend, a nuanced historical event, or a new software feature, and explains it aloud, as if to a curious fifth grader. This isn't about rote memorization or regurgitating facts. It's about breaking down intricate information, translating jargon into plain English, and clarifying until he can articulate it with effortless understanding. Named after Nobel laureate Richard Feynman, this method forces the brain to organize, simplify, and deeply integrate new knowledge. When you can teach something, you truly own it, moving beyond surface-level comprehension to ingrain it in your long-term memory, ready for recall and application. 11. Mental toughness through physical training. After sharpening his intellect by mastering new concepts, Mike dedicates time to fortifying his mental resilience. 2 times a week, he steps into his apartment complex gym, not to chase a six-pack or impress anyone with heavy lifts, but to train something far deeper, his mind. His sessions are brief but intense. Think bodyweight squats, push-ups, and core work, focusing on compound movements with unwavering willpower. It's not about the aesthetics of a physique that drives him, but the discipline forged in pushing past perceived limits. When his muscles scream for a break, Mike doesn't quit. He keeps going. When his mind suggests an easier path, he stays focused. This deliberate act of enduring discomfort is where true grit is built. Scientifically, this physical effort boosts testosterone and focus, while releasing neurotrophic factors that repair and strengthen brain cells. But beyond the biological benefits, there's a profound mental lesson. Every extra rep, every minute spent pushing past the burn, teaches his brain that discomfort is a catalyst for growth. This forged resilience doesn't stay on the gym floor. It bleeds into every tough decision, every anxious moment, and every challenge he faces throughout his day. Mike's journey isn't about perfection, but about small, consistent choices that compound into extraordinary mental resilience. These aren't just hacks. They're fundamental practices for a thriving brain in a demanding world. Integrate even a few into your daily routine and observe the profound impact. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and check out our other videos for further deep dives.